Hello, tubers and tubettes. My name is David, and I live in Northern California, and I love California. Today is Friday, TGIF. Hope everybody is having a good day. I have a couple of little things I have to do. One thing I have to do, which is really just bizarre to me, but it was Sunday, I believe. I went over to a friend's house, and she had bought a new stand, for her umbrella, and she was telling me how she really loved her old stand, but it was all kind of rusted and didn't, look that good. So I looked at her stand and I go, "You could get that powder coated." She goes, "Well, I don't know anybody that powder coats." That's where they sandblast it and they put this protective coating on it. It's actually super durable. I go, "Well, I have a good buddy that owns a powder coating shop. In fact, he has some of my stuff over there right now." I said, "I could just take it by there and find out how much you would charge." She goes, "Well, I would do it if he would do it for $50. I go, "Well, I don't know how much that would cost because everything is different. But I don't know, maybe he can do it for $50. So I put it in my truck. It was in the back seat, and I don't drive my truck a lot. So I woke up this morning and I thought, "Oh my God, I never took that thing by there." And here it is Friday already. So this is happening to me, kind of often. I have a lot of different things going on in my head. And so this is just one thing. I just completely forgot about it. So instead of driving my big truck over there, I just threw it in the front of my Infinity. And it's big, it's over here on the side. And so it's riding along shotgun with me. I don't know if you can see it here, right there. Yeah, it's huge. So anyway, I'm taking it over. I'm going to see if I can get that thing powder coated for her. I hope it's not going to be too much over $50. And I'll check on my stuff that's being powder coated at the same time. So I just also made me remember, oh, I've got a couple of pieces over these, they call them bullets, for the front of my 57 Chevy. And they've been over at the Cromer shop probably for 9 months. And this was something he told me he'd have it in a couple of weeks. I've gone by there a couple of times, and he's had a lot of personal issues going on. His shop is just a crazy mess. Maybe I'll take a video of it when I go over there. I have no idea how he keeps anything in his mind, but he is one of the best chroming guys and metal workers, in our town. He's very, very good and uh, kind of expensive, but I'm going to go stop by there because he's on the way to the powder coaters and just find out where the hell are my bullets, because it's been going on and on. If he hasn't done them, I went there the other day, maybe a month ago, and he wasn't there. He was at another shop, but his worker was there, and we tried to look around for the bullets. We could not find him, so that might mean that they're not done there at his shop. They send them out. But if that's the case, if they were there, I would have probably taken them because I can definitely get it done faster than this. And even though he's a nice guy and I like him and he does good work and blah blah blah, I mean, 9 months is kind of ridiculous. But again, I don't need it, so I haven't pushed for it. And then my last stop today is to stop by the Beast. Um, I was assured that the pool that it would be started, you know, maybe a month ago. Absolutely, Dave, it's going to be started. And when I went there, he was doing another project, which was a big moneymaker project. But I do want to get my van done so that I can move forward on it. So I've got to go by there today too and check that. So a lot of it is just going by and checking all these different things that I have to get done and seeing what I can get done, you know, pay for it and get it back into my house. So yesterday I spent a lot of time working on my videos and I got some videos out. And I did something I have never done in 14 years. In 14 years of being on YouTube, I have never subscribed to anybody. And it's mostly, I guess, because I just I do like people subscribing to my channel, but I don't know why they do, because it's kind of boring, but it's my life. But then I saw a lady, she made a nice comment on one of my videos, and I just thought, I'll check her out. And she's in Germany. Her name is Katrina. And I was surprised she didn't have a lot of videos, but she said she's a single mom living in Germany. And I just thought, oh, that's kind of tough. That's a tough life. And I thought, well, maybe, having a subscriber might, and words of encouragement, because that has helped me out a lot, having words of encouragement. I've only had like maybe one negative one, but words of encouragement are nice to get. And I think it's going to be a step toward, creating a community. So there's like maybe 3 or 4 people that I really do like. And I think I'm going to subscribe to them today and just send them a little message about, what their videos have meant to me. And um, I don't expect to get anything back from them, but I think it's nice. I'm going to start to do it myself. I just didn't want to have my phone blowing up with all the people putting videos on all the time. I guess I'm not asking people to do that, but I guess I am asking people to do that, just to stay in contact with me so they don't lose me in the feed. So I'm moving along on the videos, doing a lot of cleanup of my YouTube loft, I call it. And my wife even has come in a couple times and said, "Oh my God, it looks so nice." She just really likes all my pictures and stuff. So I'll probably have to take a video of it. Mm. Then I started building a cabinet that I got from Walmart, a display cabinet, and I'm gonna put it in this one area so that I can display my bottles. The bottles that my mom and I dug up when I was a kid. I have a bunch of whiskey bottles and stuff like that. And then I thought, oh, well, when I get it in there, maybe I'll have to buy another one because the space is big enough that it can accommodate two. I'll have to do a lot of cutting on it to make it fit around my molding and stuff so I could get in there tight. And then I thought, oh, I'd like to take out the shelves and then have them done in glass. So that way maybe I could put a light at the top of them, and then, that would shine down through the bottles that I'm going to put in there. And then I thought, it's just too bad I don't have glass doors for the front. And so after all of this, I was thinking, oh my God, maybe I should just look for a display um, cabinet, instead of the one that I bought. I only bought it for $35. It's made out of particle board, so it's not going to last very long. But I started looking around and I found some that were pretty close, but maybe not as big as I like. But maybe I'd have to buy 2 of them, and they're all glass, so they would really make the bottles look really pretty. And as I'm sitting there working on my videos, I could look over there and see what I see. Kind of reminds me of my mom. And the bottles are cool. They've been in a box literally for, I'm going to say 20 years, because I've been there 20 years. And I started taking them out yesterday, and I was actually looking at the newspaper that they were wrapped in, and that was in 2001. So it's 225. So that's 24 years that that newspaper has been used to wrap those bottles. So I guess that's how long I've had them in that box. I had a thing of putting shelves in a window and then putting my bottles in the window, and siliconing them down because of earthquakes. But my wife nixed that. She didn't like that at all. I don't know. She didn't want to have a house that looked like it was a bottle house. I thought it looked cool because the light shining through it. And some of the bottles that have magnesium in them, they turn purple in color. So I thought, well, that'll be pretty cool, because they'll continue to turn more and more purple as they sit in the sunlight. They're affected by ultraviolet. Um, she doesn't want to do it, so I have my little loft area, and she did ask me, well, what are you building that cabinet? That looks pretty good. She thought I was going to cut out the molding and then slip it into the molding. I go, no, I'm going to notch out my cabinet, and then that way I don't have to affect the molding if I ever sell the house. It would not be messed up. So I don't know what she thinks. I'm like okified or something. But anyway, I was thinking, well, maybe if I can find a cabinet, and I looked around on eBay and Craigslist, and I found some that were kind of close and a couple $100. But I'm almost ready to abandon my project there and go buy one of these all glass things. And some of them even have lights in them, and some of them even lock. So that would be really cool to have all of that, and then have that in the place that where I plan on putting these bottles in my office. And so I'm going to be looking into that. I'm going to hold on my cabinet for a second until I figure out what I'm going to really do there. And then, yeah, I'm going to start subscribing today. I've got 3 or 4 places to go today. Today is a workout day, so I actually feel pretty good to work out. So I'm going to do that today. And then we're supposed to go to dinner with some friends tonight. So we got kind of a full Friday figured, and don't have any work today. So literally, it's like I'm retired. I think I only did 1 or 2 appointments this week. So literally, it's just their leads are just not coming in. I have one to call, so I do need to call them today. But I'm now more interested in getting my glass display case. So I'm going to be looking for that, and then hopefully I'll find something local that I can go pick up. We have a place that's called New Again, and a friend of mine works there. She's a realtor, but she works there part time. And I was going to go over there and look and check out her display cases, because I know the dimensions that it has to be. And if I can get something pretty close, that would be really cool to have that. I'll just attach it to the wall, so that it doesn't fall over during an earthquake. And then I'm going to silicone the bottles onto the glass shelf. That way, if you get a lot of shaking going on, it's not going to affect anything. And then be nice if it had a lock. That would be really cool. Anyway, so that's my day today, Friday, what I plan on doing. And thanks for checking in. And look out, because I'm going to be subscribing. Thank you much, and have a great day.